thing is, my journey into Chillibreeze was again passion for writing. What I'm doing now is nothing of what I've done. I keep repeating it because I did my master's in maths because my dad said that's what you should do. But then I got very good and I wanted to do a PhD. I got a rank in the MSc, but my father said, I won't sign you a form, who will marry you if you do PhD? So that's it. He just all he had the vision for me was somebody as a housewife. And so all I did was get married and then moved around. But then, somewhere I think something took me off that, and I actually worked with an investment research firm, set up their, helped define their investment research. Everything is on the run, not that I've done investment, I learned it literally on the run. And I went into, I've kind of developed some programs in years ago in Lotus in which they could print out things like that. So it was all, but all that was okay, but again at the same time priority was really family. Wherever Kumar moved, I was moving. And but this, I think, and before that actually I worked in Indian Institute of Science for some time. I was working with the again programming, Fortran. I was using a Fortran program and making it run, and that was fun. It was actually genetic engineering, Department of Molecular Biophysics. I was with GNR Ramachandran's unit. So after that, the second baby, then that's when I was like, that longest stint was I think about 5.5 years with one investment research firm, which was most fulfilling. I actually went to London also. They sent me on training to come back, and I could kind of provide value. They thought it was worth sending me, which I think I returned in over the years that I was there with them. But after that, I've been literally doing I've been involved in a lot of social projects, which came. I think my forte is coordination. If I'm passionate about something, I can communicate that clearly and get the team in sync and get things organized. So I've just been using that in a couple of 3 or 4 social projects in Bangalore, which have taken root very well. And I was at that point of time looking for just opportunities to sit and write. What else do I do now? Kind of thing. So then when I wrote in and Chillibreeze thing came just through my writing passion. And out of the blue, they were just at that time very new. And Nishi was the first person in Manchester. Nishi was the person who was really fleshed out the whole thing, and the inquiries had just started coming in when I came. So, and they were kind of moving to Northeast, saying that we were. So these are literally, they had no idea who Vilasmi was. So it was just I think something was really, when I say that, it's really something that's meant to be. Why all of us are here, I have no idea. I'm kind of little bit maybe philosophical now, more into. I really feel that many things are happening is because it's really meant to be there, falling into their vision, and sometimes we just meet the right kind of people. I think what binds, I was thinking, it's like, why you are, it's not that, like rightly said, there are so many out there who would love to be part of this thing, like what is there for us to do, but what kind of sets people apart is the passion and the commitment. The kind of delivery, the management style of her when she was handling that was much beyond her call of duty, much beyond. So that set her apart as somebody else, So each person, I think, has proven by doing things, So that's what is, I think, that's all. We're just growing actually very organically. We have no idea. Till now, we have been 2 years, we have been, I wouldn't say muddled along, but reasonably well muddled along in a reasonably nice fashion. But now we want to set a corporate kind of goal and really move forward as a big team, and can we make it into $1 million company is what our overall vision is. But at this point of time, I need to also, because Nishi and Radhika are not here, I'm going to speak on behalf of them. One is, of course, Nishi is a doctor by profession, and her passion was writing. And I think Chillibreeze is, and her baby was due, and they were also NRIs. Amazingly, we have an NRI here in the team. She's actually a green card holder. She can any time go back to the US. And we have Nishi, who's also a kind of an NRI. So they came back because she was abroad. They came back, and she was in between. She didn't know. I think, am I saying it rightly? She was looking for what to do. She hit upon them, and then I think single-pointedly, like whether she was expecting whatever, she just delivered. I think book review or the book review content, or she's amazing. And then at the time when I took charge, her baby was due. So Joanna said, look, she also won't be in the loop so for some time you will have to just handle everything. So in a way, but it never happened. It was never been like she ever went. She was in labor and still writing or something like that. That's the story about her.
I kept thinking, I don't ever want to meet her parents. We're slave drivers.
I have no idea about the Writers Network. She knows more now. Nishi is the one who is really nurtured, and we have 2,000 3,000 and odd people in the writers network. And everyone, all those getting them to write and doing the now we have a couple of people helping her with the QCing, and we do have people, but she has handled all of it, So that part, the main part, so the client part, kind of client case, I've handled the writers, the two main things which feeds into our Chillibreeze, both of us handled in the beginning. But now we have kind of slowly set up a team and some structures and systems. So we want actually everybody's help, and really everything is there, but everybody is now in a unique position. What we did perhaps at that point of time, all of you can do in a much bigger way, because everybody has individual responsibilities. And so today is all about networking and setting up goals and seeing where we can go into what we said. And then, what happened was, that was me and Nishi, and then, again, the point was we were moved, actually literally wearing all the hats. Sometimes we do content development, and sometimes sales. At that one point of time, we needed one other person to come on board at sales. The number of hours we were spent talking, because we didn't know whom to take, what not to take. We were so possessive about all the inquiries coming, we couldn't give it to everybody. What had happened? Somebody else, suppose the husband is looking at it. So we used to have all these stories, what's right, what's wrong. We didn't know, we were kind of paranoid. So, the Nishi and I kind of discussed 3-4 names and said, okay, then somehow, Radhika, yes Radhika, no Radhika, yes Radhika, no Radhika. Radhika was the best writer. She was superb, She again brought a passion into whatever she did. Anything she took on, she would deliver on time, And so somewhere, and what a choice we made. She was super, So she's the next person who stepped in and ran with sales like she's never done sales before. It's like her thing was all creative writing, her master's thing was writing. So she's very much part of the core team. So
the first thing that comes to my mind is you and Nishi. You said for the past 3 days I've been really sick. I mean, the sickest I think I've almost ever been. I had 104 fever just when Joanna was talking to you on the phone. Joanna said, oh, his fever is 101, and I yelled out, no, it's 104, because Velocity's so tough, she's going to say, he's got to, if he only has 101, he's got to be there, So I had to make sure it was 104, and so then, then I thought, Nishi, how can I not come to this meeting when Nishi was, she was having contractions, and I could just see her, and then I heard the story of Padma, she was sick and pregnant, and she's, going over and above the call of duty, so there was no way I couldn't come, So I thought, even if I was, quarantined, looking through that window or something. So that's been kind of the ethos of Chillibreeze.